Other places for more money, probably guaranteed some more time. Why'd you pick Cleveland?
Look, it was a tough decision. Came down to two teams, Boston and Cleveland, and decided to go with Cleveland. Obviously, it's the best opportunity to try and win a championship, playing with one of the best, if not best, players to play the game. You know, it was a tough decision in a way because of the history, but I mean, I can't control it. I got traded, so I ended up having the luxury of having 4 or 5 teams recruit me, which is a nice thing to have. But at the end of the day, I thought Cleveland was the best chance.
When Kyle was traded here, he said it took him a minute to get the jersey on because between Atlanta and Cleveland, the last couple years of the playoffs. Did you go through that when you saw the jersey?
Look, I've been in this league 12 years. I think Kyle was the same. I mean, at the start, maybe, besides all the crap I copped on Twitter and the death threats and all that kind of stuff, it's a business. I mean, I got traded, ended up in Dallas, and then that didn't work out too well, and ended up getting moved and got a buyout, and I'm here now. So, look, I know there's going to be times where I'm going to be looked upon to play, big minutes, and there's going to be times where I don't, and I'm happy to provide whatever they need from me.
Did you get a chance to talk to Matthew Dellavedova about this place?
I did, actually.
May I ask what he told you?
He told me terrible things. He said it's a terrible city. He hates it. He told me to buy his coffee first and foremost. Daily coffee. He just gave me some recommendations of where to live. I was asking kind of what areas he liked. I know he's a low-key guy, so we kind of have the same mindset there. And he sent me a list of restaurants to go to and stuff like that. And Delhi only had good things to say about Cleveland. If you guys turn up the weather a little bit, I haven't had this since Wisconsin days, but I'm getting there.
Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Play right away?
I think so. Yeah. I just got told I cleared immigration, so it's good news.
That's all right then.
Andrew, what did they tell you about how you would be used?
Look, I mean, you have those discussions, but you take them with a grain of salt, which isn't disrespecting anybody. You never want to have somebody tell you, oh, you're going to play 20 minutes or 30 minutes, because it's just stupid. You don't know the flow of the game, matchups, teams go small now. So they know my strengths defensively, first and foremost, rebounding the ball, being able to pass the ball on the defensive end, and I think they know what I can provide. So like I said, there'll be games like tonight in Detroit and those kind of teams that have a lot of bigs, and then there'll be games like the Golden States of the world where you probably don't play as much because they go small. But I don't really take too much on the role thing, just because it's unfair to ask a coach that. Things change as you go along the way.
Would you remember play Golden State in the finals if Cleveland made it?
I mean, we'll play whoever's in front of us at this point. That's the mindset. I mean, everyone's going to try to ramp up that story. Nice try. But it's just one of those things. It's happened and Varejao last season, and that's the business of this league and pro sports. I don't hold no grudges, and moved on, and I'm in a good place, and see how we go.
Did that have any motivation for you to come here, though, just knowing that they're capable of beating them?
It's everyone says, oh, you want to get back at him, this, that. It's nothing to do with that. This decision was solely made on. I wasn't making this decision based on Golden State. I was making this decision based on what the best opportunity was. I'm a free agent at season's end, and a chance to get another ring would be absolutely awesome.
I presume were you back in Australia during when all this was going?
No, I was in Dallas. Yeah, I mean, a little far to go with a jet lag and the flight, so I hung around and was just waiting for it to get done. I signed on Thursday, and I got in town late Friday night, and then went, house apartment hunting all Saturday and Sunday, so all good.
How impressed have you been by what they've been able to assemble here, just these moves over the last month alone?
Well, it's not surprising. Whenever you have a good culture and a winning culture and a chance to win a ring, you're going to attract, the buyout type contracts like myself and D Will and the other D Will. He's playing very, very well at the moment. I've caught, the last 4 or 5 games, and he's having an awesome couple of weeks. So it's exciting. The roster's very, very deep. I think our bench could start for some teams in this league, and that's a good sign.
Andrew, I remember end of January, before we saw Dallas, you said you were feeling about Detroit as you felt all year physically. Is that the case? Yeah, look, I had Roy Hibbert kind of took my knee out in December, and I had some effects that lingered for a while after that, but I'm past it. The All-Star weekend came at a great time for me, and the body feels good. But, I play a hard-nosed style, so I get hit. And I got to deal with the repercussions of that after it happens.
You're here now, but you were an outsider not long ago. What did you see from the outside about this Cleveland?
Well, I think between year 1 and year 2, it seems like they got a lot closer. I don't know if it was just media reports or from what I saw, it looked like they really built a bond.
off the court, and you can see it in the locker room. It's a very loose locker room, but a professional locker room, and I think that's key. You know, it's a long season. You don't want to be dead serious for 82 games and playoffs and finals because you just end up blowing up at one point. And I think LeBron does a great job of keeping the group loose and the veterans that we have. And I think guys understand, what it takes to win.
Ty Lue said, even before you got here, that he's been showing your film to Tristan Thompson so that he can become a better rim protector. What have you seen from Tristan, and what kinds of things do you think you can help him with?
He's gotten better every year. I mean, he's been asked to play different roles throughout his career, but first and foremost, he's the best offensive rebounder in the league by far, and his defense has gotten better. We play him a lot at the 5. We'll continue to do that just because it poses so many mismatches, and the better and better he gets at protecting the basket, the better we'll be.
Did you and Darren Williams, I presume, would be on the other end of some of his passes?
A little bit. We had a horror run with injuries. D was hurt for a portion. I was hurt for a portion in Dallas, so we didn't play as much as we'd like to, but we understand, what our strengths and weaknesses are, and I think we complement each other well.
And your passing skills obviously been renowned for a long time. How far does that go back?
Since I was young, I just always was taught to play the right way, and if somebody else is open, you make the extra pass. And as a big guy, it's rare to have someone do that, but I guess just watching a lot of basketball as a young kid, whenever it was on TV, I'd record it and watch it over and over and over again until the next thing was on TV that I could record. So I studied a lot of games when I was a kid, and it just helped, with my basketball IQ.
Did you have a favorite passer back then?
Probably Tony Kukoc. Yeah, similar kind of wiry body as me as a team, and could handle the ball and pass. So it was a guy I really respected.
Andrew, I noticed you were wearing an interesting number on your practice jersey today. Have you ever wore a .5?
Yeah, LeBron got me already. I wasn't aware that LeBron wears number 6 at practice, so they gave me a 6.5. I thought it was 65 at first, and I didn't even really pay any attention to it. It was early in the morning. I just got to Cleveland a couple of days ago, so I'm still a bit weary, and someone mentioned the point, so it was a good joke. I'll forget him back.
Can you actually explain to us what the immigration thing was this morning?
I think it's just when you change jobs. My visa is based on a job. So if I'm working at, U.S. Bank or McDonald's, that's what it says in my visa. So when you change teams, they have to bring on your visa rights, and you're moving cities, and immigration wants to know why you're moving cities. So you got to be able to back that up with a contract from that company. So I thought it was all done, but it was obviously the weekend, and then came to the facility, and they're like, yeah, you can't go right now. You got an immigration issue. So. Called Vladimir Putin and got it done.
We need your help in getting the Super 6 most needed food items to the queue for the 2017 Harvest for Hunger campaign. What are the Super 6? Cereal, peanut butter, tuna fish, canned vegetables, beef stew, and canned soup. Your donation makes a difference in the lives of the hungry in our community. Bring canned foods and non-perishable items to Cavs games on Tuesday, March 14th and Thursday, March 16th. To learn more, visit Cavs.com/harvestforhunger.